Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I've tried this video like 12 times, I think. Anyway, so the last bit of information that I could possibly tell you to entertain you would be my paparazzi experience. No, I'm not a paparazzi. I talked to a paparazzi, and I was not impressed. However, I was driving my employer's car. Keep this in mind for later things, okay? I went to dinner with a friend at Patty's in Toluca Lake, and that's like my second home away from home. Like, I'm very, very sad that if I ever move, I will never see them again because it's that amazing. They're like, amazing. Anyways, so where was I? Oh yeah, we met Miley at Patty's. I got a dirty look from her, and I gave her one right back, sister. And she seemed pretty cool with it, I think. And she was there with Justin and her dad. And her dad went and got in the car with her, and Justin walked across the parking lot with us. He was in front of us a little bit to go to the normal parking lot. Oh wait, and my friend was like, she walked around his car, and I'm like at his window side, like driver's side, and she's like, oh look, it's underwear boyfriend, and I was like, his name is Justin, and Justin, my bangs are up right now, but you can't tell, but he had like his bangs like hanging in his eye, and he was really like down to the ground, so he was looking up at me, and he was looking up through his bangs, and he went, thanks. And I was like, you're welcome. He's gorgeous. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. But that kid is gorgeous. Not my type, but definitely gorgeous. Especially when he bites his lip and looks up at you with his big, big eyes. Anyway, so we wanted to have some fun, and we went to Miley's area by her road and saw that paparazzi was sitting there, ready to, like, they were staked out. And we had, my friend was like, dude, go ask them questions. And I was like, no. And she's like, well, why don't we go tell them where Miley lives? And I'm like, I'm sure they know. And she's like, well, be a good experience. And I was like, you can do it. So I'm driving, and she's on the passenger side, obviously. And we roll up to these paparazzi, and she's like, do you guys know where Miley lives? And he's like, yeah. She's like, oh, well, we were going to tell you. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah. No, she lives down there. And this entire time, I'm just observing. She went to town. And this is all her asking. I said nothing. In my employer's car, mind you. Okay. The guy comes up to the window, and he puts his hand on the window because the window's down. And she's just got his hands there. And she's asking all these questions. And she's like, so do you follow Zac Efron? And he's like, no. No, I hate him. I hate him. And Kara was obsessed with him. And I'm not so sure she's over it yet. I wouldn't say obsessed. I would say a big fan. We're friends now, so I'll say a big fan. But she's like, why do you hate him? And he's like, oh, he runs from me. He runs from us. He doesn't want his picture taken. And I was like, I'm keeping my mouth shut because I do not want to piss off paparazzi. I'm just saying. And he goes, she's like, so you don't like him because he runs from you? He's like, you can't get his picture. He's so cocky. And he's just, oh, I am Zac Efron. I am, oh, so cool. And his hair was like covered in hairspray, so it did not move. He was trying to flip his bangs, and it was just like the funniest thing ever. I wish I had taped it. So then she's like, well, and I was laughing pretty hard. So she changed the subject to Vanessa. And she's like, okay, what about Vanessa Hudgens? And he went, I hate that bitch. And I was like, but again, I was ready for some stupid excuse. And I got one. He doesn't like her because, what do you say? He said, she's always like this. I'm gonna see you with this hat. And I was like, oh, I see a pattern emerging. You don't like people that don't like paparazzi. I get it. But again, I was completely silent. And he's like, she flaunts herself around, and she hides her face, and you say just one picture, Vanessa, one picture, and she just she's so much better than everyone else. And then he punches my car. Like, he was yelling. He's hot. Vanessa makes him hot, and I'm not talking hot hot. I'm talking mad hot. So he punches the car, and I'm like, what was that? He's like, I can't stand her. Oh, I fucking hate her. Bam! Hits it again, and I was like, you have issues, dude. Stop hitting the car. So she's laughing, my friend, and then she's like, sorry. She's like, what about the Jonas Brothers? And he's like, I hate those mother. And I started laughing because I'm not a humongous fan of the Jonas Brothers. And I do like their music, though. And he punches my car again, and I'm like, why are you hitting my car? He goes, oh, I'm sorry. The Jonas Brothers are 50s wannabes where they walk around in the old clothes and they're trying to bring back the 60s. They're just like, they're overrated, and their hair is overdone, and they're very, oh, I had the mother. Another hit. I was like, are we done yet? And she's like, so what about Miley? Miley is the sweetest person in the entire world. Honest. And then I lost it. I completely lost it. And he was, well, you're for nothing. And I looked him in the eye and I said, you don't like Zach, and you don't like Vanessa, and you hate the Jonas Brothers. But you love Miley. Is that right? Yes. Why not? Well, I'm gathering here that you don't like them because they don't like you. And they don't like you invading their privacy. So, I guess it's fair. And then he continued to say, what is not fair? I have to feed my family. Get a job. He said, this is a job. It is a highly desired job. And I said, hi. I would never want your job. I don't care if I was homeless and starving to death and everyone could see me from, like, whatever. I would never do paparazzi work. He goes, even as a last resort. Especially as a last resort. I do not condone it. And he said, why? Are you better than me? And I was like, please don't hit my car. I was like, I'm not saying that I'm better than you or anyone else is better than you. But I think it's disrespectful of you to call these people bitches or whatever, for whatever reason you have, based off of the fact that they don't like you sticking a camera in their face when they're not working. He was quiet for a while, and then he hit my car again, and he said, I think you're disrespectful. And I said, and I think you're disrespectful. So you can go off and tell everyone that I'm a bitch. I love to be in the same category as them. And he was speechless for a while. And then Kara asked him something, and yeah. So I basically told him off. In a nice way. I was nice about it. I just think that I completely disagree with the whole paparazzi thing. And then meeting him, it's a joke. But he was very hot. I didn't say everything because I remember. I'm completely foggy right now. But Zach and Vanessa were the ones that he completely hated. He did say that he saw them alone, like it was just the two of them, and they were like giggling, and she was like giggling into his arm, and like he's like, give us a picture, guys, and Zach said, fuck you. I laughed because they have no control over the situation, so their way of controlling it is just to say, fuck off, man, or shut the fuck up. One instance was Zach was on an escalator with Vanessa. They were coming back from Turks and Caicos, I think. And he's like, you guys can stand there, but we're not going to say anything to you. And I'm like, you just said something, dude. But that's my news story. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm extremely tired, and I'm very sorry I sound like this. Have a great night.